New tonight, it's Columbus Day, and in Pueblo, the annual clash of those who celebrate and those who protest. Conversations, though, have come up for the last several years at the state capitol to replace the holiday with something else. News 5's Allison Zimmerman in studio, breaking it down for us tonight. Allison.
And Rob, Colorado was the first state to celebrate Columbus Day in 1907. In Pueblo, this celebration has gone on for even longer, first starting in 1905. But it's not met without some strong words from protesters. For more than a century, people have gathered in front of this statue in downtown Pueblo, paying homage to a man they say shaped America and their ancestry.
The Italian community in Pueblo is such a significant community.
In the last few years, the event hasn't been defined as much by the celebration, but instead by a gate, showing a divide among people who celebrate this day and those who'd rather see it go away.
I always say that, I wasn't born in America. America was born on my land.
People like Brianna Guerra Rodriguez, who brought her son to the protest.
Resistance is woven into our DNA, so I want to make sure that that gets handed down to them, to always stand up for what is right, and especially for our people, to show solidarity.
State lawmakers have looked into changing Columbus Day in Colorado with a couple of proposals, including changing the observance to Colorado Day or recognizing Indigenous Peoples Day instead.
Equality, better than what it is now. I mean, there's a lot of people who still can't walk down the street and be looked at differently,
Columbus Day is
the Sons of Italy, who gather here every year, along with other community members, say it's possible for both communities to come together.
I don't think it needs to come at the expense of Christopher Columbus. I think we're a big enough, broad-minded enough country that we can accommodate both.
Until then, protesters say they will continue to make their case. And many cities and states have opted to observe Indigenous Peoples Day either alongside or instead of Columbus Day. This past legislative session, Representative Adrian Benavides introduced a bill to celebrate Colorado Day instead of Columbus. It ultimately failed in a Senate committee. Benavides says she will introduce that bill again in the 2020 session. Always watching out for you, Southern Colorado. Allison Zimmerman, News 5.